Hello, my name is Erin Ronstadt, and I am an attorney licensed to practice in the state of Arizona. I am also managing attorney of Ronstadt Law, a law firm that specializes in short-term and long-term disability benefits that are governed by a federal statute called ERISA. These are benefits that you have either purchased or received through your private employer, so it is a group disability benefits policy. If you're watching this video, then unfortunately you have likely received a denial or termination of your disability benefits, and you now are facing an appeal. This video is meant to give you some tips based off of my experiences working in this field and working with clients to help you be able to navigate this process. Specifically, my tips are about some of the main mistakes I see clients make. And I'm hoping that by giving you these tips, you can prepare a better appeal or be able to get the help that you need in preparation of your appeal. So I'm going to give you 5 main tips. The first one is, do in fact appeal. So often I meet clients who, dealing with disability and several other issues in their life, choose to not finish the appeals process. They think that they'll deal with it later. But unfortunately, if you don't complete the appeals process, then most likely you cannot any further seek those benefits. It's important that you complete any administrative appeals so that you can seek benefits further in the event that they are still denied. So my first piece of advice, tip 1, is to in fact participate in the appeals process. Tip number 2, do not quit your job. Do not resign. Another issue that I've seen with clients throughout the years is that they will choose, when faced with either returning to work, which they can't do, or being fired, they will choose to quit, to take matters into their own hands. While I understand the decision to do that, unfortunately, by resigning from work, you often preclude the opportunity for disability benefits. Make sure that if you're faced with this decision, if you're trying to decide whether to resign or be fired, err on the side of caution. Let the company fire you. Or at a minimum, before you make a decision, seek legal counsel. Because the last thing that you want to do is limit your ability to get disability benefits that you deserve through your employer. Number 3, request your claim file and request your policy documents. If you've already received a denial letter, then you'll notice that in one of the last paragraphs, there's probably a summary of your rights under ERISA. And one of those rights that you have is to request every relevant document that was relied upon in making the decision to deny or terminate your disability benefits. You can request all of that information, what's called your claim file, by putting that request in writing and sending it to the insurance company. Almost every client that I speak with has not requested their claim file, and sometimes they proceed with appeal without having this essential information. So, absolutely, my third piece of advice is to put a request for your entire claim file in writing. You'll find that your claim file has internal notes from the insurance company, any medical reviews or vocational evaluations that they did, every medical record that they have. All of that is going to be in your claim file. And it's important that you review this information to be able to perfect your claim and prepare a proper appeal. Tied to that, and part of my tip number 3, is to also put in writing a request for all of the policy documents or plan documents that relate to your claim. You may have through work what's called a summary plan description of your benefits. But this document is in fact just that, a summary. And there's actually a policy that summary plan description is based on. you should put a request for your plan documents in writing and send it to your employer or whoever the plan administrator is, which is most likely your employer. Under federal law, you must be given your plan documents within 30 days. If within 30 days those plan documents are not given to you, then the company or the plan administrator may be fined up to a $110 penalty per day for each day that they do not disclose those plan documents to you. So make sure that you not only request your entire claim file, but that you also request your plan documents. Tip number 4, request your own medical records. The insurance company probably asked you in reviewing your claim to fill out some authorizations so that they could speak with your treating physicians on your behalf and get medical records. It's important, however, that you also request these medical records because once you receive your claim file, you can make sure that all of those medical records are in fact in that claim file. You can also see if maybe there's a part of your medical records that is insufficient and that you should speak to your treating physician about so that you can better support that you are totally disabled. So, number 4, request your own medical records. My 5th tip, and the last one in this video, is an important one. And it's also an unfortunate one. But it is a piece of advice for you to realize that the insurance company is not your friend. So tip number 5, be vigilant in everything that you say, and remember that the insurance company is not your friend. In fact, as a private citizen, I would urge you, if you can, to record any conversations you have with the insurance company. I often have clients who were told one thing on the phone by a claims administrator or an appeals specialist, only to have something very different come to them in writing. If they were to have documented these conversations or recorded them, which is within their legal right, then there would have been evidence of what was really said. So remember, tip number 5, in dealing with the insurance company, I'm not implying that you should be rude, but remember that they are not your friend, that they are acting as an adversary to you, looking for ways to support a denial of your disability benefits. And if possible, because they are not your friend, record those conversations, which is in your right to do so. You don't even have to tell them that you are going to do it. So that concludes my 5 main tips for preparing your appeal of a denial of disability benefits. I hope that this has been helpful, and we are here at Ronstadt Law for any other advice that you may need. We also do free consultations in this area should you need further assistance. In the meantime, I wish you the best of luck, and I also would urge you to not give up hope. I understand that this may very well be one of the more difficult times in your life. Dealing with a disability is not easy. It's something that you cannot really plan for, you cannot expect. It causes a strain in your personal relationships, and dealing with an insurance company is the last thing that you want to be doing. With all of that being said, just know that there is support for you and that there is hope. So to stay positive, and you will be able to get through this very, very difficult time. If there's anything that we can do for you, let us know, and thank you.